So now we will see the remedial and preventive measures for disaster. So here are some of the precautions which you can take before or during the event of natural or man-made disaster. So during the disaster, keep watching the TV and listen to the radio, news and bulletins so that you will be updated with the things what is happening around yourself. You can use battery operated radios and mobile phones which will be for the long duration. You can listen or you have to follow or you can follow the warnings issued by the meteorological department which will help you to overcome the disaster. You can also use the website www.mimd.government.in for the better purpose in during the disaster. Now you all know what is meant by landslide. So here is the picture of landslide. You can see mostly this is a hilly area. Yeah. Now why does this landslide occur? This landslide occur due to cloud burst or due to heavy rainfall. Now you can see who is damaged at a greater extent. Yes, the houses which are near the foot of the hill. Yeah, near means close to the hills are fully vanished, means fully destructed because of the landslide. So what you can do, children, in this, you have to be away or do not take shelter near the foot of a hill. You can see what foot of a hill means, down part. You can see in the picture near at the bottom of the hill what has happened. All mud has come and it has dumped out there. Yeah, it is coming down there. So those who are near that foot of the hill will get harmed severely. Yeah. So during the time of landslide, do not go near the foot of a hill. Now next thing we are going to see the precautions what we can do during the flood. Yeah, so here few are there, but most I am going to explain. Listen, that is, do not linger in a house or areas on a river bank. Linger means don't move here and there in that particular places, others will not understand what to do. Don't panic, children, at this moment. You should be calm and think what you can do to save your life. So you have to seek a shelter in other safe place. If suppose the water is entering in that particular house or in that particular area, then don't linger, or means don't only move in that area. Go to a safe place. You can go. Now where to go? Then you can go at a place which is at a greater height. Yeah. Now what to do, one more thing is that in this time do not touch any electric thing whichever is in water, or do not step the water wherever there is electric pole or the electricity wires are fallen down, because there are chances of getting shock. Do not drive the vehicle into water. Few pictures you can see in this diagram. Okay, so these precautions you can take during the flood. Now what to do during the earthquake? Now what is earthquake? Earthquake means what? The road splits are opening. I have explained you. Yeah, so roads open, grounds are having crack, railway tracks are uprooted, means they come out or they are destroyed. Yeah, so this all things happen during the earthquake. So this time also do not panic. You have to move to, now whenever you are moving from one place to another, children, to save your life, see that the road whichever you are going further is safe. You can see here also some picture, find a way out, but that place should be safe. Keep distance from buildings or from poles. Okay, now go to a safe place. You can cover yourself or go under a table or hide, means save yourself. Okay, so go to a safe place But before going to a safe place, see that the further place is safe. Now the next thing what you can do, you can take shelter in a relief camps. Relief camps means where they are providing you with medicines, with food packets, drinking water and first aid. First aid means, I'll explain you later on, but you may be knowing that what is first aid. Yeah, so take a shelter in a relief camp. Next, you now if there is a fire, what you can do? Now you can even see in the public places like schools, okay, or theaters, or in a what you can say, some of the buildings. Yeah, have you seen fire extinguisher? Even in a school we have. Yeah, so why they are there? Suppose sudden in any of the place, if you are standing or if you are going in some place, and if there is a fire, that whole building may catch fire, or the area which is around you may catch fire. So how to protect yourself? You can use the fire extinguisher. So in these types the fire extinguishers are there. So hospitals are having, okay, so places like schools, hospital, railway station, etc. are having fire extinguisher. If you see a fire is caught anywhere, you can use the fire extinguisher and stop the fire. So these are some of the remedial measures or preventive measures what you can do during the disaster. Now we'll see what is first aid. Yeah, so a medical help which you give to a person who is hurt or ill before doctor arrives is called as first aid. So now we will see some of the first aid during the small accident. The first one is external bleeding. Yeah, so external bleeding means when you fall down, if you get some hurts or if you have cuts because of the sharp object, then the blood comes out, that is meant as external bleeding. Then if there is lot of external bleeding, what to do? First make that person to sit, okay, and then lie him down comfortably. Then wherever, suppose he is having a bleeding in the on the leg, then that bleeding part you have to keep above the body, above the level of the heart, and clean it with water. Yes, so this is the first aid for the external bleeding. So the next thing, that is burns and scars. Okay, now these are of two types. They are minor burns or serious burns. Now first we will understand what are the meaning of this. Now burns and scars means here we are having damage to the skin, and this damage is because of the heat. Okay, now burns are caused because of the dry heat, for example by touching hot iron or fire. Okay, when the fires quickly come on your skin, then it becomes reddish. Okay, that is burns. Yeah, now what is scars? Then it is because of the wet heat, for example hot water or steam, whatever, that is called as scars. So did you understand what is burns and scars? Yeah, so the skin become reddish, that is burns, and sometimes watery bubbles or spots are formed on your skin because of the burns, that are called as scars. Yeah, so these are of same, we have same remedial measure, but they are dangerous when it is a serious one. So what we have to do, that we will see. So here you can see the picture of burns and scars. See, okay. So here are the remedial measures for minor burns. The injured part, whichever is there, that you have to wash first of all with the water, or you can hold the injured part under the water. Second thing what you can do, give the victim water to drink. Yeah, victim may be frightened. Yeah, so give him the water to drink. Next thing what you can do, children, you can clean the wound. Okay, now how to clean the wound? Using a cotton swab which will be soaked in a antiseptic solution, yeah, and clean it properly using that cotton swab, yeah. Next thing children, do not apply any oily ointment, yeah. This is a wet hurt, yeah. It is wet, burns are wet, so don't apply any oily ointment. And the next thing, last remedial measure, what you can do, you can cover that wound with using dry dressing, okay. So these are the preventive or remedial or immediate steps what you can do for minor burns. The remedial measures for serious burns. The first one is to give emotional support to the patient. Serious burn means what, children? If any hot object or hot water is spilled on his whole body, yeah, then what will happen? That is called as a serious burn. Or suppose the fire has caught in the fire, then his body may burn, yeah. So that are called as serious burn. Now you can at least imagine, is it, how that patient will be fully frightened, yeah. He will be unconscious, yeah. So first thing what you have to do to that person is that you have to give him emotional support. Second thing children, whatever wound is there, before doctor come, you can cover the wound with sterilized cloth, okay. You can't keep it open, no. So whichever, sterilized means the cloth which is not having any dirt or germs in it, okay, clean cloth in short, yeah. So you can cover the wound with sterilized cloth. Third thing children, if possible then only, if it is possible then only, you can remove the jewelries or the shoes from his body, because once the skin is burnt and if you try to remove the thing, suppose if you are trying to remove the bangles may be stuck to his body. If you are pulling it, his skin may come out, yeah. So if it is possible, easily possible, then only remove the jewelries or shoes from that particular person's body, okay. Next thing what you can do, do not touch or burst the blisters on the skin. These are blisters, can you see? So if that person will have the blisters, don't touch it or don't burst it, because it is having liquid fluid in it. It will come out and it may spread and sticky it will become, yeah. So it will be dangerous for that person, so don't touch or burst the blisters. Fifth thing children, do not apply any oily ointments, yeah, in minor burns also and in serious burns also. Next thing children, do not try to remove the cloth if it is stuck for that burnt skin, yeah. If any cloth is stuck to the burnt skin, please never remove that, it is same like a jewelries, okay. Next thing, if the person is unconscious, yeah, means if he is unconscious, then don't do anything. If he is conscious, then give him water to drink, yeah. But please do not give that particular person tea or coffee or some other drinks, because they will be hot, yeah. His body is first burning sensations it will have, yeah. So again, if you will give the hot things, it is not good, yeah. So give plain water to drink, yeah. And next thing, quickly take that person to the doctor, means get medical aid at once. So these are the remedial measures or immediate steps for serious burns.